BMW 4F85, rule out fluid and seals before authorizing a transmission rebuild. The code means EGS ratio monitoring for clutch E in a ZF 6HP. A repeatable fault can be internal, but check fluid condition, correct level, and accessible hydraulic seals first. Your BMW transmission controller compares input and output speeds against the ratio it expects while clutch E is applied. When the measured ratio slips outside its limit, it logs 485. It does not identify one failed part. This appears on BMWs with ZF 6-speed automatics, including some E90 330i N52, E60 and 530i N52, and E70 X5 3.0 SI N52 applications. You may feel a flare, delayed shift, harsh engagement, or transmission failsafe warning. Do not ignore it if shifts flare or the warning returns. You can usually drive gently, only long enough to arrange diagnosis when it shifts cleanly and no warning is active. Stop if it bangs, slips, overheats, or enters failsafe. Start with the inexpensive evidence, not an assumption that the gearbox needs rebuilding. Low or incorrect fluid and external leaks are first checks. Bridge seals and valve body issues follow, while a repeatable isolated 4F85 raises concern for an internal E-clutch circuit fault. Look first for fluid loss from the pan gasket, mechatronic connector sleeve, or cooler lines. A small leak can lower available fluid or aerate it during driving, though low fluid alone does not explain every isolated clutch E code. Next are the mechatronic bridge seals, sealing sleeve, and valve body wear. These can leak hydraulic fluid internally or miss root pressure, but they are possibilities to test, not a safe promise that a seal kit will cure 4F85. The costly possibility is inside the transmission, worn clutch E friction plates, internal piston seal leakage, or wear in the related drum or bushing. An isolated code that returns under the same shift condition makes this category more credible. Less commonly, incorrect turbine or output speed information, wiring damage, or an EGS control problem can corrupt ratio monitoring. Companion BMW speed signal faults or implausible live data move those checks higher before anyone opens the transmission. First, identify the exact BMW transmission from the VVN, then scan the EGS, not just generic powertrain memory. Save 4F85, every companion code, freeze frame data, fluid temperature, and the gear or driving condition when the fault was stored. BMW capable phone and handheld scanners are available at carcodesauto.com. With the engine cold, note whether the fault occurs on the first drive, only hot, or during one repeatable shift. A fault that appears hot after a flare points toward pressure loss. Random electrical symptoms demand the code list first. Switch the engine off, remove the key, and let hot parts cool before inspecting underneath. Look for red-brown fluid around the BMW pan, connector sleeve, and cooler pipes. Do not mistake dirt for a fresh leak, and do not remove plugs yet. Do not judge level from a drip or attempt a shortcut. ZF 6 HP level setting is VIN and transmission specific. The BMW must be level, the engine normally runs, gears are cycled, and fluid stays within its specified temperature window. Use the exact service information or a specialist. Check service history for the correct approved fluid and prior pan or mechatronic work. Wrong fluid, a damaged connector sleeve, or a pinch bridge seal after service can matter. Opening the pan requires keeping debris out, inspected O-rings, approved lubrication, correct seating, specified tightening, and leak checks. A BMW transmission specialist can compare commanded gear input and output speeds, solenoid behavior, and adaptation values on a controlled drive. Pressure testing may expose a supply problem, but normal main pressure cannot clear the E-clutch circuit of internal seal, drum, bushing, or clutch damage. Fluid and pan service with correct fluid may run roughly 350 to 70s or 480 a connector sleeve. Or bridge seal repair, often with pan service, can be roughly $600 to $400 or $650 to $750. Prices vary by BMW and labor. Valve body repair can reach about $1,200, $2,500 or $2,320, $800. Internal transmission repair or rebuild is often $3,000 or $6,500 or $3,300, $7,000 plus. Do not buy a valve body or rebuild before evidence rules out fluid level, leaks, seals, and speed data. If 4F85 returns after correct level, leak, seal, and live data checks, then authorize further internal 6 HP specialist diagnosis, not automatic clutch replacement, then clear fault memory and retest after the confirmed repair.